my name's Kate Faulkner and you're joining me at the First Time Buyer Tribe. So we're lucky to be joined by Linda Clark, and Linda runs First Time Buyer magazine, and I thought it would be really useful to just chat a little bit about shared ownership. I think the biggest question, I don't know about you, that I get asked about shared ownership is, who do I have to share with?
Yes, it's a very, very strange little myth that's out there. You don't share with anybody.
Okay.
The whole point of shared ownership is that you are buying it through a housing association, so it's part buy, part rent. You buy the share that you can afford, and the housing association owns the bits that you can't afford to buy. Basically, eventually, if you want to, you can buy more shares, so you end up owning 100% if you want. You don't ever have to do this. So as you buy more, you pay less rent, but you have to increase your mortgage to pay for it. But it's an incredible way to get onto the housing ladder because it is so very, very affordable.
And it's particularly useful if you've got to be in an area for a reason.
Yes.
So you have to walk to work or something like that. Or indeed you've got kids, so you might be able to afford a one-bed flat, but you might not be able to afford a 2 or 3 bed home. That's when you should start thinking
Yes.
that shared ownership might be an option.
Absolutely.
But important to note, it's only offered through housing associations,
Correct.
as opposed, which also do social housing, as opposed to the private developers.
Yes,
if you
only
like.
through housing associations. And there are also, if you don't want to buy a brand new home through a housing
that's
association
true.
on shared ownership, you can buy what they call a resale. So people do actually move on, they don't always stay there forever, and you can buy an older property which has, you know, in a proper community, you buy the person's share, and you just start from there. So it has got a lot of different aspects to it.
So it's definitely worth investigating.
For sure.
But you need to make sure that you do all of the sort of tick boxes, don't you?
Definitely.
So what we've done is produced a checklist that you should go through to investigate shared ownership to see if it's right for you, and you'll be able to click on a link to have a look at that below. And then I think if you want to find a shared ownership, actually that's really easy if you decide it's the right thing to do, because you can just go on the normal portals.
Absolutely.
And you should be able to find
I mean,
new
there's
builds,
so many out there.
or resales, and lots more coming, which I don't think people appreciate. But in London in particular, there are lots more on their way. Might take you 3 years to save.
Might do, but at least it's a 5% deposit again, so it is really cheap.
Yes, absolutely. So definitely worth investigating. Don't always believe what you hear about the sort of good and the bad and the various things. Go and check out the checklist and have a little look to see if this is right for you.